All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. For those of you new to the channel, I'm B, and on this channel we help you improve your confidence by way of compliments using the wonderful world of fragrance. If this is your second video or more, we ask that you hit the subscribe button so you can come back to rock with your boy. Today we have something special, something that I've been waiting on because I wanted to keep it all to myself, but the word is obviously out and I have to share. And I also talked about this one in a few videos. The fragrance that I'm talking to you about today comes from the house of Navitus, and stop typing. I know what you're going to say. Yo, B, you're just saying this because you are part of Navitus, all right? I'm not. This fragrance is amazing. The fragrance comes from Monika Cioch. I don't know Monika, never had a conversation. I don't even think I ever commented on a video. I don't know. All right, here's the thing, what I'm going to tell you. This fragrance here, the Embrace, is amazing. All right, when we talk about Gourmand fragrances, what this fragrance is, Gourmand is, a foodie fragrance, a fragrance that is meant to be eaten, a fragrance that is, in my opinion, sensual, seductive. It is that nice vibe, and this one has it all. All right, when you think of Gourmand fragrances, you think of notes like honey, you think of sweet notes, you think of candy, you think of chocolate, you think of marshmallow, and the list goes on. But for me, it's so much more than that, because you can throw a bunch of sweet notes within the fragrance and I guess you could eat it, but does it make sense? This fragrance here really accomplishes everything. All right, so quick review on this fragrance, sum it up. If you wonder if you should purchase this fragrance, the answer is yes. And by the way, there's a discount sale going on right now. Utilize the code which I have linked down below, and you're going to save on the purchase of this fragrance, along with other fragrances there as well, including mine. But here's the deal. This fragrance here is phenomenal. All right, so let's talk about the presentation, because I know that's what you want to see. And I'll breeze through this, all right? The presentation is very similar to what you would see in the second collections, all right? What you saw with my fragrances, some of Steven's as well. Well, actually, Steven's had to pull out, all right? There you have it, all right? The box opens up, end of story. You got a sleeve that shows the name of the fragrance, end of story. What we're talking about here is this delectable juice, all right? The bottle starts you off knowing that this one is going to be really, really rich. All right, this one here has this burgundy, deep burgundy feel to the bottle, gold accents, and that is your pressurized atomizer. All right, that's what you get with this thing. So prior to this review, obviously, because I'm recording it now, prior to me talking about this fragrance on camera, I was having a conversation with Darian, the Bowtie fragrance guy. I was walking through the mall, we were chatting, and this fragrance came up. All right, and we both talked about how amazing this scent is, and yeah. Listen, she did a phenomenal job with the scent. First off, you're wondering who this fragrance is for. Who is this for? Well, this is a unisex fragrance. I think this is one of those scents that really takes on the life of its wearer. Okay, if you are a woman wearing this fragrance, the fragrance is going to smell sexy on you. If you are a man wearing this fragrance, the fragrance is going to smell sexy on you. That compliments you as a person. Is a true testament to how this fragrance really works. All right, on first spray of this fragrance, I get something that is nutty. However, that's not quite the note breakdown. At the top of this fragrance, you get Italian Sesame Absolute, you get Italian Mandarin, and you also get some Sicilian Bergamot. All right, so that adds a bit of freshness to the scent, and maybe that sesame is there as well, but I get something that is nutty through and through with this scent, and it's dense, it's rich, seductive, as I've mentioned. All right, and then we transition into the mid, which in the middle of this fragrance you get some coffee, and you also get this honey accord. And the honey there is also a prominent note that stands out to my nose. And honey within fragrances can be done extremely well, and sometimes it can be done as meh. But this one here is just a masterpiece in itself. And finally, in the base of this fragrance, you get cedarwood, you get vetiver, and you also get vanilla from Madagascar. Now, the perfumer behind this fragrance is Sidonie Lancesseur. All right, always pronounce her name incorrectly, but I am a huge fan of her fragrances. All right, when it comes down to it, think about this. Think of Black Phantom. Think of apple brandy. Think of apple brandy on the rocks. Think of Cruel Intentions. Think of Cafe Cognac out there. Right, this fragrance here is top tier, and it has everything that I personally look for within a gourmand scent, and I think a lot of you out there will enjoy this as well. As I mentioned, this one has this nutty feel to it, but that honey also is a prominent note within this fragrance. You begin to pick that one up, at least to my nose, really strongly within the first 10 to 15 minutes. It begins to say, hey, I am here. This fragrance also has some great staying power and also nice longevity on this thing here. And listen, you spray this one on date night, seduction, you clap on, clap off. Clap on, clap off. I might be showing my age here, all right? But you turn down the lights. In today's world, you would say, hey, Alexa, turn down the lights. And I didn't say Google because I have the Googles in my home, all right? So listen, that's what's going to happen with this scent. This fragrance is sensual. This fragrance is really one of those fragrances, within my personal opinion, which is the epitome of seduction. All right. If you're looking for that within the fragrance, then this is it here. You get hints of freshness throughout this scent. Now, as I mentioned, this fragrance is dense. All right. It's thick, but it also has those hints of freshness within it, and that's attributed to the top notes within the scent. As you get into that mid, again, you get a bunch of that gourmand aspect here, that honey, that coffee, very alive and well within the scent, all right? It's invigorating. And then when you reach the dry down, you begin to get all of those things toned down a bit into something that is just amazing, all right? Don't take my word for it. Hop onto the site, take advantage of the discount, try this fragrance. Hey, you can try mine while you're there, but this is what I'm telling you to do, all right? To try this fragrance here, which is the Embrace. The Embrace is also a fragrance that is phenomenal for fall and winter. Let me explain. As I mentioned, this fragrance has that dense feel, right? It also pops off the skin. It jumps, and along with that, it has the ability to cut through the colder weather. Listen, I can't wait for it to get cold here so I can really go all in with this fragrance. If you're looking for a fall and winter fragrance that you can rock and your wife can rock, or if you're the missus, your husband can rock this, you can even spray this one on your kids and just get them going all in. All right, cuddle up by the fireplace, be in that Netflix and chill mood, going out to a sexy date, dinner date. This is going to be a fragrance that's going to stand out all in. Now, there's some wood notes and vetiver within the base of this fragrance, but for me, this is a gourmand fragrance through and through. As you get into that base here, that vanilla really helps provide some sensuality to this fragrance, helps add into that sweetness throughout the entire life of this scent. And this one is not an obnoxious sweetness to this fragrance at all. I would say that in terms of spray for this fragrance, how many sprays you should do, I would say 3 to 5. I think 3 to 5 sprays for this fragrance will be sufficient. But hey, if you want to jump out the window and go 7 to 8, I think you're okay with that as well, because I don't think it's going to be obnoxious. Now, you're going to have a nice scent bubble around you, a nice little scent trail and sillage, but that's going to come with this fragrance anyway. All right. Listen, you haven't heard me talk about a fragrance with this much conviction in quite some time. All right, this one here is an amazing scent. Personally, it was a fragrance that I feel I should have. All right, Monica, I'm going to jack this fragrance. It's now part of the Enamored collection. End of story. All right, don't at me. But no, man, all in, if I had to recommend you a fragrance that it's not my own, right, one that you may not be familiar with, which is also going to be another good thing with this one coming from the house of Navitus, it's not readily available everywhere. All right, so if you're looking for a fragrance that's going to help you smell different, help you stand out, this is it. All right, end of story. An amazing scent. If you have this fragrance, have smelled this fragrance, feel free to comment down below and let the world know about it. That's all I have for you today. Performance out of this world. I'm sure it's on the screen somewhere. Longevity is there. Projection is there. As I already mentioned, you can 10-12 hours on this fragrance easy. That's all I have for you today. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard Beater with the like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And if you think they're going to embrace me like you embrace this fragrance, then go ahead and hit the goddamn